Disclaimer: our podcast is for entertainment only. We are not discrediting anyone who has had any of these paranormal encounters or believes them.
Hello, beautiful human beings. It's Mars and SJ here with Undeniable Mysteries, a podcast where we find paranormal stories on the internet. We rate them on how believable they are to us.
Going fast there, Buckaroo.
Our next category is ghosts. We're going alphabetical order of the United States. I almost lost my breath there.
I thought you would have lost your breath earlier, but...
I could be like an auctioneer. Anyway.
I don't think you would.
Yeah. SJ, state and ghost.
Ark and Saws with Joe Lee Allen.
It's Allen.
Yeah, I'm trying to pronounce it funky.
Oh my gosh. Now this one, it deals with, Joe, but apparently there's several other spirits. So we have a haunted location this time. So, it says, before the Allen House existed on this land, a girls' school, Rogers Female Academy, was built in 1857. When the Civil War began, the school building became a hospital for local wounded Confederate soldiers. After the Civil War, the school reopened as Wood Thompson School for Boys, though it later became co-ed. Joe Lee Allen first made his fortune as a successful planter who then invested in the lumber industry, which proved to be quite the money maker. Allen also invested wisely in local businesses, buying a theater in town. He owned a livery stable? I don't know. A private school and the Allen Hotel. He also bought a hearse and rented it out for funerals. I want to rent a hearse. He loved to sell autos along with horses, mules, buggies, and wagons. He became president of the Commercial Loan and Trust Company. In 1908, he entered the public service life when he was appointed treasurer of Drew County. Man, he has a lot going for him. So in 1906 to 1907, Joe Lee Allen built a gorgeous 2.5-story mansion with a huge attic for his wife, Caddy?
Caddy.
I don't know. It's Caddye. I've never heard that name before.
Caddy.
And their growing family. This was to be their forever dream mansion. While their infant son died at 9 months, their 3 daughters, Lonnie, Liddell, and Louie, grew up in luxury and enjoyed the perks of their dad's successful business endeavors. Let's see. So this is about like the life of their daughters. So, though Joe Allen was a successful businessman and family man, he had hereditary heart issues, a condition that probably also caused the death of his infant son and the early death of his youngest daughter, Louie, in the 1940s. Oh, so he had a daughter that died. Liddell's son may have had the same heart condition. Joe died at the age of 54 from a heart attack when Liddell was 23 years old, a death she never quite recovered from. After her tragic death, Liddell's mother sealed up her room and it stayed that way like a time capsule for 40 years. After the mother died in 1954, the mansion was divided up into apartments for rental and was managed by members of the Allen family for a while. The mansion was eventually sold to someone outside the Allen family. During the 60s, it became housing for college students attending the University of Arkansas until the mid-1980s, when it was placed once again on the real estate market, becoming a private residence once again. So, It was in 2009 when the Spencer family moved in at last. The Spencer family had come to Monticello when Mark took a job as a head professor at the University of Arkansas. The Allen house had long been the town haunted house. Though at first Mark didn't believe in spirits, his encounters with them and with hard paranormal evidence led him and his family to become aware that yes, indeed, the spirits were there. Oh, and he's wrote 2 books about it. Okay, so ever since the Allen house was sold in the 1950s, the living have experienced the spirit people who stay in this house. Below are some reasons why spirits may be staying at the Allen house. Women who have suffered from lost love sometimes feel so sad and hopeless that they find ways to kill themselves, trying to escape the pain and distress that broken relationships cause. However, they find themselves stuck in this world by their pain and distress, usually near where they did the fatal deed. In 1949, Liddell killed herself at the age of 54 by drinking cyanide on Christmas Eve after eating a plate of Christmas goodies. She suffered and died the next day. The losses of her sister, Louie, and her son, and the loss of yet another relationship that she invested her heart in was too much grief to bear. Alan Bonner, Liddell's son, died in New York in his mid-20s from complications from pneumonia and perhaps because of heart issues, all while starting a successful career in journalism. So it says all of those entities are there. So there's also a young boy of the age of 5 that's there. So it says a boy's gravestone was found hanging inside the wall of the old carriage house. As the lad died in 1900, it is thought that the servants who had come in 1907 to work for the Allen family may have brought the headstone of a deceased family member with them and wound up hiding it in the wall. Dang, dude.